for whoever they'll be meeting in the final.
Umpires ready, already out in the middle. Final instructions, final advice to the batters. Should be asking them to play the game in the true spirit of the gentleman's game. Taking their time there. Fast ball, we're ready to play. Right in the middle, just some gentle medium pace. Batsman happy to have a look at it. Enyawawa with the bat. They should have a clear indication of how many runs they need to win. Maybe anything above 70 is safe here. Mess of it. Poor glove work from the keeper. Gets the scoreboard ticking. It's a bye.
Yeah, a change of a keeper today for Entuuha. Yesterday they were using Ignatius. But even the change, I don't see any big difference because that one just went through the keeper. Regulation chance coming to him.
Big hit, but that will find them only man out on the onside to the square leg. Three balls gone, 2 runs, swing and a miss game for Ethan Tajo. He wants to run off a wide. Keeper was onto it quickly, chipped in a very big throw, a throw with fury. That is pierced through the offside. Fielders on the 30-yard mark. Come around it and stop it. Martin. Yeah. Big appeal, and finally the wicket in the second over from one Mumbere to another Mumbere. It is Samuel Mumbere that strikes. Nothing from the top of the order for Christabel Abenaito and Ethan Tajo. A hero celebration there. Batter not walking away. Finally, he'll walk away quietly from the scene of crime. A few words exchanged there with the man who is still alive. Says, do the job for us. I have to go, unfortunately.
Yeah, Christabel Abenaito struggling. Did get so many in the first game, and now also goes for just a single-digit score. Abenaito from Mutare School is a much better player than that. You expect that he should be the one leading his team on, but unfortunately he doesn't get the run scoring going. Enyawawa is already 1 wicket down, and they have only 4 runs on board. Runs for Enyawawa. Hey, some good footwork. Coach Mitchell will be proud.
Coach Mitchell Dennis is under 20 cricket, under 19 level, so maybe Jackson Mayanja happy of the two, despite the fact that he lost his job recently. Christabel Abenaito, 7 balls again for 1 run. What a day's had. That's hit very well, hit cleanly. Does it go all the way for 6? It's just the 4 runs, not enough meat on it, but it's a boundary they need early on here. This game, very important. Whoever loses takes a break. They can go as well and catch the quickest bus back to Fort Portal, back to Mbarara for Easter holidays. Whoever wins stays interested in the tournament. Hit very well, square driven. Pace from the bowler helps the batter get an easy 4 there.
Not very conventional in the way they play that cut shot, but it will work either way because the runs are coming for them.
It is the end of the second, 14 for 1. Ethan Tajo breaking the shackles, 2 boundaries to his name, 9 from 4. Victor Mohindo got runs in the first innings. In the first match, I beg your pardon. He comes here, he's got 1 from 1. Not shabby from the batters thus far.
And the winner of this 3rd and 4th playoff final, Innocent, will go on and play Kayonza in the next playoff final. And the winner of that game is the one who will take on Oriongo Yongo in the afternoon.
Look at that throw. Very wild. After a beautiful over there bowled by Ejizire Mumbere that went for just 4 runs. The captain has a change of heart. Mohammad Matovu with the 3rd. Mohammad Matovu bowling into the pads. Look at this ball watching from the striker. There's a misfield. He takes off, but he takes off after the bus has left for Easter holidays. He's got to walk back to the heart. He hit the ball very well. Fielder was standing back at 30. He didn't take off. Ethan Tajo and Victor Mohindo. Confusion in the middle. Hesitation. They pay the price. One of them has got to take the walk back to the heart.
Yeah, Enyawawa now being their own enemies, losing their 2nd wicket. That's a gift of the wicket. When they say you run out, means you played for the other team. But those are some of the basics that the teams need to work on when they go back home. They've got an opportunity with Batball that the games are available on YouTube. So when you go back home, you can watch the videos to try and analyze those small things that can make you better. 18 for 2. We are just into the 2nd over. Entuuha Entuuha is the crested crane in Unyakore. The crested crane is flying very high.
I was about to ask you, Dennis, because you have a connection with the West. Your best man from the West, former captain of Uganda for so many years and very successful with his leadership. What does Enyawawa mean, Dennis? I would like to hear what the rest of the others mean. Enyawawa, Nyarugogo. Hit very well, struck with conviction. No chance for the fielding team. 4 runs to the total. They don't care if they're losing wickets. Enyawawa need runs. Victor Mohindo gets a boundary there after Ethan Tajo was run out for 10 from 6 balls. He looked like the man in the business. It is the end of 3 overs here. 22 for 2. Umpire signals the end of the power play. Some lively pace here from the new bowler. Samuel Mumbere. His first over went for 10. He doesn't want to give away too many in his second and last. Shama Mukaya Uzama was coaching one of the teams during the Central Region. Here umpiring. He coached the winning team. Standing at square leg. Come here. Emmanuel. They're just scoring 6 runs every over, Dennis. We know it's on the pass score in a T10 match. Clipped. Umpire already indicating wide. They have that funny fielder. I call him funny because it's unconventional to have a fielder right behind the keeper.
Yeah, the field settings yesterday, Innocent, were all very out of this world, not your usual. So maybe that is something that teams used to work on. You can see there, Innocent, that they normally have someone in sleep and no third man, and then 2 people around the fine leg side. Ten over games, 3 overs gone in this one. The third and fourth playoff, the winner of this clash will move on and play Kayonza, who are waiting in that second and third playoff. And the winner from that, of course, will meet Oryongoyongo in the final. We saw Akasumagazi winning the Central edition after coming from behind, picking up momentum on the second day and beating up on everyone and taking that trophy. Can Enyawawa do it? A swing and a miss. I think there was something on that put down by the keeper.
That's it. We done and dusted with over number 4. 24 for 2. The run rate is just 6. That worries me a lot. Then it's about to talk about the Central Region Batball Open played at the beautiful Lakeside Entuuha Oval. That team, Akasumagizi, the way they played on day 1, you shudder to think what they were up to, because on paper, a very, very strong unit led by Christopher Kidega. They had Yunus Sowobi, fresh from the World Cup. They were in the World Cup in the West Indies. Lots of talent there. And when they clicked, everything got fiery their way. Into the 5th here. Very wild. The keeper stopper does the rest.
But, either they put that fielder there knowing the abilities of their wicket keeper, because that's a very unusual position to have a fielder. The shortstop now in business coming into play. The extras here from Entuuha, too many. They're being very generous. So far, bowled 10 extras out of the 29 runs on board, and we're just into the 4th over. Desperate dive there at the non-strikers. But that thick outside edge, in any other world, Innocent, that should be a boundary. But the field set that Entuuha is using, that is just 1 run.
Entuuha, the crested cranes, trying to restrict the runs flow. Enyawawa need as many runs. 80 looks like the pass score on this ground. Bowler stopping in his tracks there. Let me hope that he wasn't trying to do what I'm thinking. Full toss, not punished. Hit back to the bowler, that won't be a run.
If things continue like this, Innocent, projected score is 74. Up in the air and taken. Aaron Kanyesije, the captain of Entuuha, takes the catch. Enyawawa now lose their 4th wicket for 32.
Wicket time here in Kamengo. Day 2 of the Batball Open for the Western region. Enyawawa 32 from 3. They are not scoring runs and they are also losing wickets. Double trouble for them. Mohammad Matovu claims the wicket of Victor Mohindo, caught by Aaron, the captain of the fielding team, Entuuha. Six runs to the total. The scorer should add 6 runs to the total of Entuuha. I beg your pardon. To the total of Enyawawa. Entuuha is the bowling unit, the crested crane. It's a clean hit off the mid of the bat from Landas Bwambale. Newman in. Time for the left-hander to get an innings of sorts going. He struggled in the first match of the day. Lugasa Abdul Hakim. Entuuha turned to the slow bowlers. Halfway stage, 38, never enough, not enough. Aaron Katwesije, the captain, comes into the attack, starts with wides to the left-hander. Some office. Left-hander hacks this one across the line. Misfield using his knees to stop that one. Hopefully they're okay, but anyways, these are young bones. They heal very fast. They heal quickly. Aaron Katesije wants to make a mark. He's gone for 3 runs already off the first ball. Make those 4 runs of the first legal delivery, because that is also wide.
You know, said that's the captain is taking responsibility, and he has to make sure that he takes care of the innings. Very, very strong lad. He's one of the players who hit a lot of sixes yesterday.
The left-hander here. Oh. Some good footwork there. He stops a certain boundary and saves 2 runs for his team. What an effort after misfield of the previous ball. That is good. Some good reprieve.
Yeah, I thought the ball was going for 4.
Not good enough from the keeper. Chance for a stamping goes begging. Aaron Katwesje is having a horror of a first over. If it was in the night, he would be running all around the house looking for the nightmares. Powerfully struck from the left-hander. There's a misfield because he hits it hard. But it's just 1 run.
It was uppish for a moment there, but it was hit so powerfully that the guy in short cover had no chance at all.
Misfield. They get runs. They look like they're stagnated with the runs column as they lost wickets all around the arc. But they find some runs in this overboard by the skipper, Aaron Katwesje.
Yeah, the captain there making the cardinal sin of thinking that he should be the one bowling. He's given away big over. An over that at least gets Enyawawa into the 50s.
50 for 3 after 6 overs. Another 4 overs left. Dennis, 30 runs should be possible from here.
If they continue like this, they should get at least more than 30, and that may be a very, very tall order for Entuuha to chase down.
The current run rate moves to 8.3. Projected score is 83. They will feel very happy if they get to that. From spin, they come back with the pace from the Massacre Road end. The left-hander guilty of trying to admire his shot. Landers Wambale should have taken off for a single.
Innocent, you'll be interested to know that in the innings for Enyawawa right now, extras is the highest run scorer with 14.
Landers comes out, Landers goes, Landers hears you loud and clear, Dennis. He catches up with the leading scorers in the innings. He moves to 14.
Yeah, Landers Bwembale now the aggressor for Enyawawa. The bowler comes in so very far. I don't know if that run-up is not tiring him. Ejizile Mumbere, part of the contingent from Kilembe SS in Kasese.
The left-hander is not interested in taking quick singles. He's trusting his power. He has a strike rate, Dennis, of 300 plus.
You're considering that he's the man who's striking the ball. It's better for him to have the strike for at least the remaining few overs and see where Enyawawa will stop.
Aye. Orinyo.
Yeah, no ball called there. The umpire at the square leg, Shama, not convinced by that elbow. He doesn't think it was straight enough. There been a few suspect actions. I think it will be a work to do for the coaches when they go back home.
Stemming in. He bowls a slower one. $55 for 3. Make that 56 for 3. 6.4. Another 2 balls left in this over. Hit back to the bowler. Chance for a run out. Bowler and the batsman almost running into each other. They leave unscathed, no injuries whatsoever. Seven overs gone, 57 for 3. There's a spinner in their building. Landers Bwambale on 10 from 3. Lugasa Abdul Hakim, 11 from 14. That is French cut for 4. The batsman knew no whereabouts about it. On a holy Saturday.
Yeah, again, guilty and to have of the wrong field placement. Now they realized they didn't have anyone. They decided to leave the field that was chasing down the ball in that region. So the field setting, something that the teams need to work on when they go back home. Hit very, very powerfully there by Landers. Somehow every time he hits the ball, there's a field everywhere. I'm wondering if there are just 11 players on the pitch for Entuuha. Again, the field placement, there are 2 guys in cover and there's someone behind them.
Hit very well. Where is that gone? Nobody can catch that. 4 runs. Tennis, that's a beautiful shot on one knee. And just helping it all the way to the mid-wicket region.
Yeah, high risk shot, high reward. Because if you feel that if you had missed it, it was going straight onto the stumps. But he picks it up well, hits it in the empty deep square region. The runs are now starting for Enyawawa. They have 66 and we're into the 8th over.
Moses Insingoma slowing down things here. His first over comes to an end. Ten runs already. Insingoma bowls a wide one. 7th ball of the over. 2 wides to eat. Scorers will struggle to find how to score this, but it happens. Because after the full over, he finds himself needing to bowl another 2 deliveries.
And you can see that the field placement is very wrong there from Entuuha. I think the left and right combination is giving them a lot of headache. The fielders, when they go in the positions they are for one batter, are the same positions they keep for the other.
End of the over. 69 after 8. Coming to you live from Kamengo, the Serenity Oval. If you love cricket in Uganda, there's lots of action on the circuit. The women are playing Ndeje versus Gayaza. In Ndeje, Ndeje 61 for 5 in 17 is what they said. Gayaza 4 for 1. If you're in Soroti, please go to the Soroti Oval in the middle of the city. The derby is on to start the Women's League. Olira 75 for 8. In 19, they still have an over to bat. Soroti City have been very tight, led by Janet Mbabazi, the assistant captain of the Victoria Pearls. If you are in Entebbe, planning to cool off later in the evening, you could watch some cricket up front. Wanderers are playing Challengers. As we see that one, beautiful hit. Smacked all the way for 6 runs here. It's been raining sixes. Day 2 of the Batball Open, the most sixes we've seen in any Batball edition on a particular day.
I don't know why the captain has brought himself back into the attack. His first over was disastrous, and he hasn't started off his second and final over on a good note.
One rush there, 72 for 8 after 19. Here we have Enyawawa and Entuuha. There's more cricket play there. The Easter Cup in Gulu. The community team playing Laibi. Bright Valley versus Gulu High. Team East side. As Enyawawa continue to get boundaries here. Entuuha licking boundaries at the back end of the innings.
Entuuha now, they know that if they let Enyawawa get away from them, it will be difficult. It will be difficult for them to win this game. Yesterday, again, the team that won the first game now struggling on day 2. It seems the trend is continuing that if you do well on day 1, day 2 becomes a problem for you.
Are they tired?
It can't be tiredness because they've been chilling.
More white, Dennis. That column. How does it read now?
I think the captain was very, very selfish to bring himself back into the attack. He's now just costing his team. Finally, a wicket comes, and the breakthrough is by the captain himself. Enyawawa lose their 4th wicket. The batter there going across the line trying to force the issue. But there will be no love lost because he's done the job for the team. At least they're into the 80s.
Into the 80s, 82 for 4. They are on their way to the high score of the tournament. Trying to rewrite what Oriongoyongo scored. Of course, Oriongoyongo, who won by 10 runs, got 83 for 2. And Enyawawa showed that they learned a thing or two. But thanks to that over brought by Aaron Katwesije, the captain of Entuuha, who's given them many runs to work with.
Yeah, we are into the final over of the first inning, 81. I think one thing is for sure that we'll get at least more than 82, which has been the highest score so far.
We hope to get more runs. First ball is a dot ball. It's the young Insingoma. Left-hander Lugasa Abdulhakim on 18 from 19 balls. He's played a controlled inning, and his time there has troubled the bowling because they've been finding it very difficult to bowl to the left-hander bowling wides, and the new man in also is a left-hander, Regan Kule.
Yeah, the left and right combination there didn't help Entuuha at all. They got their field settings so wrong, and a lot of times they were leaking runs through those gaps that were left gaping by the fielders.
How that was missed by the batsman and also missed the stumps, my guess is as good as yours. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the new batter not understanding the assignment. All he needs to do is to get his partner on strike. But he also seems to be swinging for the wind.
Not timed very well. Just one run. Here is the big hitter on strike, Lugasa Abdulhakim. Lugasa misses it all. Enyawawa now boast of the highest score in the tournament. They are 85 for 4. And that is the end of the innings. anticlimax to the end, to the innings end. 85-4 is how it ends. Enyawawa doing the hard work. You look at their scorecard. They got runs from at least 3 players who got into double figures. Landers Bwambale, the captain, 27 from 10. A strike rate made in heaven, 270. 2 boundaries and 3 mighty sixes. Ethan Tajo, 10 from 6. Victor Mohindo, 9 from 14. Lucas Abdul Hakim, unbeaten with 18 from 21. The bowling, just a wicket apiece for Samuel Mumbere, Muhammad Matovu, Aaron Katwesije. Those extras, 19 of them from the bowling, helping Enyawawa score the highest score of the tournament thus far. 85-4. Entuuha will come back needing 86 for victory. We take a break now. We'll be back in a jiffy. We're back for the second innings. Time to work. And nobody else is going to do more work than anybody else all around here in Kamengo. It is Entuuha who need a record chase in this tournament to win this match and stay alive with the hope of playing in the final. Enyawawa, who believe after going down in the last round robin match, they have a chance now to bowl very tight, ask questions and abilities of the batters, and maybe stay on and play in the second and third playoff final. Entuuha know if they lose this, they can as well pack their bags, go home and enjoy the Easter holidays. Umpire Mukaya Shama indicating that they're ready for play. Here is ball number 1. Bowler stopping in his tracks. With me in the comms box is Dennis Arthur Musali.
Thank you very much, Innocent. 86. A tall order. No team has been able to chase down that total. But that man they are batting in your image is one of the leading run scorers in the tournament. Commentators curse, unfortunately. He goes for 0, and you can see the celebrations there for Enyawawa. They know they'll pick the big fish, and that could be the game for Enyawawa.
A little pat on the back. Team. Ignatius Tumusime walks. He hit that high into the heavens. Had the height, no distance whatsoever. Anybody could have called mine and taken the cut. The celebration is huge from Enyawawa. Danger man gone early.
Yeah, Innocent, they've indeed picked the big fish. Ignatius Tumusime won't add to his 71 because it's the leading run scorer with 71. Strike rate of 98, averaging 71 again. Ledas Ruambale is so far down below him on 57. And now the runs have to come from someone else for team Entuuha. And right on cue, the right man for the job, the captain sends himself up the order. Can hit the ball a mile if he gets stuck in. But for now, he enters on the second ball of the second innings. He has to first repair the innings before he thinks about clearing.
Lusa Abdulhakim did work with the bat. He has the new cherry. Aaron Katwesje, what can you do? Wild delivery. Runs to the batting team. Entuuha, who need 8.7 runs every over. Stiff chase this one is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall order. They need a hero to stand up on a day when it's not Heroes' Day to get them the runs. But for now, Mr. Extras is batting very well.
Hit in the air, catches Galowa for Enyawawa, who's striking the first over. Lugas Abdul Hakim with his second. Aaron Katwesje promoted himself up the order. He can hit 2 big hitters back in the heart for nothing.
Maybe too early to say, but game set Enyawawa because the 2 best batters for Entuuha are already back in the heart. The captain trying to come up with something, but unfortunately it won't be today. And now Enyawawa are in driving seat.
You look at that dugout of Entuuha. They look distraught. Scoreboard reads 2 for 2. Katwesije gone for note from one ball after seeing away two deliveries go for wide. First ball, Ignatius to Musime.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Not a very good sight for Entuuha. The crested crane is not flying anymore. Enyawawa have put them on the sword. They picked up 2 wickets and 2 key wickets of Entuuha.
Big appeal to the umpire. Leg buys it is as we wrap up the opening over. A very successful one for Enyawawa. They pick up 2 big wickets of 2 big hitters, including the captain. Well, there's still a ball in the over, but already three runs on board. Those 3 runs, Dennis, are wides. 2 wickets done. If you look at the scoreboard right now, you could think it's a tennis game going on. 3-2 in the second set. Connection, unorthodox shot, but the chase is null and void because that ran away very quickly for 4.
There was very good shape on that ball, Innocent. The batter is lucky to pick it up very nicely and clip it down to fine leg, to deep square leg.
He goes for the same shot. The appeal is on. He begs the umpire, Lucas Abdul Hakim, and unleashes the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. 3 wickets in the first over is priceless.
Yeah, I think that's it for Entuuha. I don't know where the batter is going, maybe to consult with the umpire. But the umpire, Shama Mukaya there, took a lot of his time before he made up his mind that all 3 reds were in the favor of the bowler to raise his finger. Entuuha lose 3 wickets in the first over, and they have only 7 runs on board. A very good decision there from Shama if you look at that again. Straight plump in front. The batter committing the cardinal sin of going across the wicket. And he pays the price with his wicket. And to have 3 for 7 in the first over.
3 for 7 could have been 3 for 3 if you remove that boundary. And those 3 runs could have been all extras. Easier to give out
than not to. I think all the players here are getting a Christmas present from Batball as they go back home for the holidays. An Easter present. Each one of them gets to keep the jersey they're using to play in. Can use that to go to church on Sunday and even on Easter Monday. No one will know but what you use it for, but at least they'll know you from the Batball Open.
Too many left-handers in this tournament.
And very, very good to see. I think if the junior coaches are watching, that is something they can pick up on. Left-handers are like gold dust. When you find a good one, you need to make sure that you nurture them and get the best out of them.
Beautiful thing. They're still young. Skill levels are still low. But they can improve, like Dennis says. I shudder to think that My skill set was of this level when I was under 19. But like they say, the world is our oyster. We can make what we want to make of it and dream big. Here's a new bowler bowling from hit with power, some pace off it, running away, won't get to the boundary. The stop is nice. The running between the wickets is good. And that was also not a very bad ball from the bowler. Christabel Abenaitwe. Good all-round cricket. Ejizere Mumbere gets off the mark there. And with him, at the non-striker's end, is a prince, Victor Anthony Suna.
I think the difference between this generation and ours is probably, I think we're a little bit better at this same level they are. We had a lot of coaching opportunities, and from very, very good coaches. The exposure was really very good. What was missing for us is that the opportunities that they are having now were not as many. As our only treat, I think, was the annual cricket week. That trip to Kampala was the only thing you'd look forward to the whole year, and then that would be it. So there are a lot more opportunities for the generation now, even being on TV, having world-class commentators talking about you should be something that should motivate you to play at a higher level. I'm sure boys back at Kirembe, Ntare School and Masaka, they are watching their friends play, and they would also want to have the same opportunity. So if the youngsters stay very humble and they keep learning and improving on their games, they will be very, very useful for Uganda cricket as well.
Misfield gives away 3 runs. Dennis talks about the quality, the levels, the rewards. I remember the reward I did get for playing in a cricket week was getting a crate of soda to drink for a full week, thanks to the sponsorship back then from Coca-Cola. That was good motivation.
Yeah, that soda and that T-shirt were very, very priceless. When you go back to school, everyone has to see you that you are part of the cricket week, and a small certificate that they would give you as well. And some of the things really were all you needed to play a game of cricket.
And if you are very, very good, the biggest reward of them all was featuring in that school select combined
against the chairman's
11. The memories never stop coming.
I remember the school's 11 in our year. You'd actually have different T-shirts from everyone else.
Hit up and above. Over the infield. Entuuha batting for dear life here.
I think they're batting for respect now, because they've already lost 3 wickets for 16 runs, and the 3 wickets are all their big men. So everyone else who's coming in is trying to make sure that they save face. Enyawawa need to know that now at least they have a full grip on the game. They just need to make sure that they keep it tight.
Chance for a run out. No direct hit, so not out. Then as you say, it's game set. But a run rate of 8.6 is not as stiff as... Do they have any more power hitters? But since you were here yesterday, I think you have a closer look at the team and you know enough about their potential.
Entuuha were the team yesterday who were really showing a lot of aggression. But at the end, the 2 games they lost yesterday, you felt like they were really tired. But now they let themselves down by giving a lot of runs. And that could be the challenge for them, because chasing down 86 in just 10 overs is an uphill task.
17 for 3 after 2. Struck on the pad. The appeal is on. Batsman watches the umpire first before he takes off for the single. He doesn't want to run for nothing. Leg by as it is. The right left hand combination troubling the bowler. Creamed through the offside. Effort from the fielder at point not good enough, but his chase is with conviction. 4-man chase to the ropes, and they save a boundary. Good work ethic, good teamwork.
Yeah, that's the commitment from Enyawawa. They really need this. Kayonza, who are the team in red seated around the ground, are watching on closely because they are going to be taking on the winner from this encounter. You feel sorry a bit for Enyawawa. If they win this game and they win the next one as well, they'll have to play 4 games in one day.
Creamed again past that field at point. Will this one be caught this time round? No, it is not. It is 4 runs to the total. Second time unlucky for Enyawawa's fielders. I love the commitment being shown by them. The chase and hunting pairs.
"21 for 3. Entuuha want to make me eat my words because they're slowly coming back into the match.
Let me spell more doom for you. It was 21 for 3 before that boundary. So now it's 25 for 3. They just need 8. They get it from 9, bring it back to 8. That's a one that kept very low. Victor Mohindo, good comeback ball. His first 4 balls have gone for 7. Christabel Benitez only went for 10 the previous one. They lost wickets early on, but looks like they are fighting and fighting on. Good fielding there by the bowler, Victor Mohindo, of his own bowling. Fine stop, bump ball. No ball is the call, even if it's taken. They almost run into each other. I felt there was a chance to run 2 and make that no ball, turn it into 3 runs, not just 2.
Enyawawa now starting to lose their concentration. They are letting
free hit time. They appeal. They appeal for a leg before wicket off a free hit. Never out, even in the wildest of your dreams. As we come to the end of the 3rd over, 27 for 3. They have runs on board. They are moving at 9 per over. They need just over 8 runs every over to win this one. Any hope? Yes, there is a lot of hope, irrespective of the fact that they lost 3 big hitters in the first over. Festo Bwambale was gone leg before wicket for 4 of 3 balls, the only boundary in that over. A very eventful one that saw the big hitter, the left-hander Ignatius Tumusime, go for 0, hitting it high up in the air, caught by Ethan, bowled by Lugasa, and then Aaron Katwesije, the captain, promoting himself up the order, caught at point by Brian Lugasa Abdulhakim, the bowler. 3 in the first over for Lugasa, whose only over is bowled thus far, went for 6 runs and he picked up 3 wickets. Change in the bowling. New bowler starts with a wide. More wides. For an instance, I thought there was a brush from the pads on it. Nothing. Hit straight to the fielder. Chance to run a quick single. They take it gladly. Trying and hoping that they can stay alive. Entuuha. More wides. In the first innings, we saw that Enyawawa got 19 runs in extras, free runs. In the second innings, Enyawawa are returning the favor, 12 runs in extras. 12 of the 31 are extras. Misfield and it's wides again. The wides taking the honours as the top scorers of the second innings thus far and keeping Entuuha alive. They will regret this. Enyawawa, if it goes down to the wire, if they lose, running chance. They want to. The Prince Suna says and tells Mumbere to hold fort. He doesn't want to come through for a second. Suna and Mumbere fight on for Entuuha. Hit over the top, but it's in the air. Dropped like a hot potato.
Chance again put down. There were not been many put down today like yesterday, Innocent. There were a lot of butterfingers going around yesterday. But again, Enyawawa making sure that this encounter stays very close and exciting. If they removed one of the set batters, that would take back Entuuha a little bit, but the man gets a second life.
His dugout will be hoping he lives longer. Hard hands. Rushes onto the fielder. Long overs they have been, these ones. If this was an ODI match, a test match, the captain would be in trouble with the fines for slow over rates.
Yeah, the problem is the teams bowl so many extras. Instead of 6 balls, each over has an average of at least 11.
It is end of the 4th over here. 37 for 3. They have worked very well in Entuuha. They need 49 from 38 at 7.7. At one stage, this run rate required had moved to 9 per over. Now it goes back to 7. And guess what? The biggest contributor of them all is the extras. Mr. Extras is at number 16. Highest leading run scorer, doubling the leading run scorer almost. Because Victor Anthony Suna, the Prince, is on 9 from 9. In the first innings, we saw that Enyawawa got 19 runs in extras. And they're returning the favor. Already given 16 to Entuuha. More, they keep coming. They keep coming. And they won't stop coming. Make that 18.
A lot of generosity here from the teams. I don't know if Enyawawa are looking at the scoreboard because the runs are ticking away slowly but surely. You need to be very, very careful with the number of wides they're giving away.
Central region, you feel that the Western region will find it hard to put on a statement when the select sides do meet and play in the Batball X edition.
Yeah, very true. I think clearly from all the editions we've seen so far, the quality of the cricket in the Central and the West and the East were a touch above all the other regions, probably because they've played more cricket. But the Western region, for me, I've liked the commitment over the last 2 days. The boys have enjoyed themselves. Sas's extras are so many. You wonder why the bowler keeps coming from all that far when he's bowling wide after wide. Just cut off your run-up and help your team.
Like you said, something for the coaches to work with. Hit hard. Hit past the infielders. Half-hearted appeal from the fielders. Looked like the batsman was in trouble for momentarily. Escaping jail time there. No run out given by Mukaya Sharma. $51 for 4. They're chasing 86. 85 is the score set by Enyawawa. The Whites, they continue coming. They're ever present like the traffic in Kampala.
Innocent Abeneto is supposed to be a senior player, but he's bowled so many wides. And he bowls the wides both sides of the wicket, down the leg side, out of off stump.
Good, beautiful comeback bowling like the senior he is. Abenaito Christabel has got a point to prove. Let me hope it's not tired muscles.
Entuuha so far bowled 24 extras.
24 extras. Those are 6 overs, more than half an innings in this tournament.
And Abenaito alone has contributed 9 of those.
9 of those, Dennis. That's 1.5 overs.
Bran Ntunjire is the other person who has bowled 7 extras.
7 extras, another full over.
So 24 wides, like Innocent you've mentioned, that's an extra 4 overs, meaning we've so far played a total of 10. We should have completed this inning.
Let me hope Dennis is not planning to ask for a bigger paycheck because you've done more time than you anticipated to do.
32 from 24 balls is what is required for Entuuha.
8 runs per over. More pace for Enyawawa. if they omit the extras from their bowling, they should be fine. Starts with one played Apish. Apish past the man standing at gully. They get a single because third man does a very good job cleaning up the boundary. His team demand more of the same. Just bowl it right to him. Let them get one. They bring another fielder in that slip cordon. Playing dodgeball. He gets 2 runs courtesy of a wide, and he gets off strike.
Yeah, Innocent, there were 2 players yesterday who were bowled around their legs trying to play dodgeball like that.
Standing in the middle of his stumps, Shama Mukaya. The umpire standing from our end, the pavilion end, is interested. Dennis, we have a privilege of a replay. What do you make of the decision?
And that's the 4th wicket there for Lugasa Abdul Hakim. Comes back into the attack and gets that 4th wicket. See the bowler there trying to rush the umpire and the batter. It again an easy decision there for Shama, because like you mentioned, the batter's standing straight in front, right in front of their stumps, covering all the wickets. Once you miss the ball and it strikes your pad, make the decision very, very easy for the umpire.
The bat again trying to play dodgeball. This time it traps him on his thigh pad. It's a very tidy over. For me, this has been the standout over of the game thus far. This over bowled by Lugasa Abdul Hakim is a businessman. 4 wickets for 8. Is he the best bowling display of the tournament? 1 wicket away from a 5er. With the way he's bowling, he looks like he could pick his 5 wickets. A milestone, a career milestone. In the first over, he gave away 3 wides. In his second and last that he bowls in the 7th over, he bowls very well. Lugasa Abdul Hakim finishes his spell 1 wicket short of a 5er, but every ball he bowled looked like a wicket ball. He finishes with 4 for 8, and he's over the best of the day easily.
Yeah, very true, Innocent. I thought he would get a 5er. He deserved one. See, put his hand. But a brilliant spell from him has put his team in a good position. Now it's up to the rest of the bowlers to make sure that they finish the job, rather than doing all the good work that he's done.
An over that goes for 1 run and picks up a wicket. 5 wickets gone, Dennis. And guess what? Lugasa Abdul Hakim has picked 4 wickets with the ball, and it was his direct hit that picked up the other, a run out. 30 runs needed at 10 per over from the last 3. The dugout cries for 2, but that 2 is easier when you're on the other side of the rope than when you're in the middle. The 2 batters in the middle, Robert Tembo and Muhammad Matovu, opt for 1. Backing away. He doesn't get enough meat on it. Straight to square leg. Just one run to the total.
.27 from 14 balls, the required rate. Ooh, unorthodox shot there. There's a lot of work to do for the fielder. Both dugouts shouting, especially the one of Entuuha, trying to encourage their batters to pick up 2 runs. .25 from 13. .25 from 13 balls is what is required for the win for the over that wins the game is happening right now, the penalty over of the game. .25 required from 10 balls. Ronald Bwambale with ball in hand. Wicket number 6 goes down for Entuuha. And now the job becomes more difficult for them because they are running out of resources. They are 6 wickets down for 61 in pursuit of 85. Enyawawa looking very good for the win, but that would mean that there will be no lunch for them because Kayonza are done with their warm-up and they are ready to take them on in the second and third playoff final. While Yongo Yongo are having an early lunch as they wait for the winner of that particular clash. Entuuha, as of yesterday, were in third place, but now could end up finishing at the bottom. Ronald Bwambale with an inspired spell, but of course, I think the biggest work here was done by Lugasa Abdullah Kim, who picked 4 wickets for only 8 runs. And he was able to score 18 runs from 22 balls with the bat. One brings 2 in 2 for Ronald Bwambale. The tail will not be wagging today. The 7th wicket goes down for Entuuha. Ronald Bwambale now on a hat-trick ball. Yeah, the batter there getting confused by all the appealing around him. He forgets to stay in the restricted zone, casually walking away, and he gets himself run out. Now 8 wickets down Entuuha.
Caught in 2 minutes, then he's there, the batter, looking at the umpire. Yet he was in trouble with the square leg umpire. Main umpire had said not out. The fielders double teaming on him and swinging the square leg umpire, Mr. Kalamia, into action there. A big wicket that takes the pressure out of the ball here being Entuuha's innings. It's Enyawawa's game to lose from this stage. $61 for 8. Just 7 balls left in this match. 25 runs is what Entuuha need. Moses Nsingoma can be a hero. It will desire some last blows from his bat.
Innocent, to put that in context, the captain of Entuuha, Aaron Katwesije, went for 25 in 2 overs. And his team needs 25 runs in 1 over.
End of the 9th. Ronald Bwambale completes the 9th with a dot ball. Isingoma and Matovu now, Dennis, need a miracle, not just a miracle, but a miracle of marginal proportions.
Yeah, he made an over. The 19th, he made an over. and also got 2 wickets there, Ronald Bwambale. I think that signals the end of the game. Unless the first ball is dropped into Masaka Road, it will be surely game over for Entuuha.
The dot balls do continue here at the beautiful Serenity Oval in Kamengo, home of the Ceylon Lions. Big appeal for leg before wicket. Kamya is interested. Matovu must walk for a quick shower because his team is out of this competition. $61 for 9. Last 3 balls, dot balls. The third one is a wicket ball. And the beauty about Uganda, Dennis, looks like number 11 batter didn't think he would be batting today in a T10 match. Enyawawa wait and wait for number 11. They should appeal already for a wicket.
I'm thinking number 11 is worried of coming on to bat now because 25 runs is a big ask. Probably has said that he has conceded defeat.
Resigned to fate is what Entuuha have done. Dennis, as it looks like, it's Enyawawa who will be playing their third match on the trot.
Enyawawa, I feel sorry for them. I hope they have enough energy because even after the third match, if they get themselves into the final, the final will be happening immediately. And Team Kayonza has been warming up. This is the third time. They are ready for action to go in that second and third playoff.
Wilds on the offer in the final over, but these wides will not hurt anybody.
I don't know if Brian Entuuha wants to make the game interesting with the way he's bowling.
Beautiful delivery there from Brian. He listens to you. Brian Entuuha bowling to Brian Nasasira and Moses Nsingoma, the last pair out there. 24 needed. Even swing and a miss. That is it for the second match here at the beautiful Serenity Oval in Kamengo. It is Enyawawa who are victorious after setting up the high score of the tournament, 85. They win by 22 runs. You look at this match, it was one-way traffic right from the start. Aaron Katwesije, the captain of Entuuha, was all over the place and nowhere. Ignatius Tumsime, the big hitter, the leading run scorer there, going for 0.